But today Martin could not stop to daydream about Don Juan. People were rushing from stall to stall, beggars, children, and dogs were cluttering up the walk, and Martin had to get on with his shopping. He walked back and forth, compared prices, begged a little here, made a good bargain there, and soon he had filled his basket with fruits, vegetables, and bread. The food for his mother was tucked away safely in one part of the basket with Juana's mango. The extra food he would give away. Moreover, he still had 1 coin in his pocket. Martin felt rather proud of his accomplishments until he began to distribute the food. A handful of raisins to one beggar, a piece of bread to another, fruit to a father with a sickly child, vegetables to an old man who said he wanted to make a broth for his ailing wife. Martin had reached the last stall in the square when he came upon a Portuguese woman he had never seen before. 3 half-naked children huddled near her. Their stomachs protruded, and one could almost count their ribs. The mother held out her hand to Martin without saying a word. The plea in her eyes touched the boy's heart, and it was only a matter of moments before he had given her all that was left in the basket, Juana's mango included. As Martin walked away from the woman, he felt the 1 coin tucked away in a pocket of his breeches. Now I am really in trouble, he thought. I cannot go home with an empty basket. He began to walk from one stall to another, trying to decide where to make a bold effort to buy bread and vegetables with what he had. A ship had docked early in the morning, and now the sailors were filling the square, keeping the storekeepers busy. Suddenly Martin remembered old Tomas. Tomas was a friend of Martin's father. Perhaps he would help him. The old man had told Martin many things about Don Juan. He was a knight of Alcantara, a soldier to King Philip II, and had once served in Panama. Now Don Juan represented the king in Ecuador. Martin headed for old Tomas' stall. The beggars appeared surprised to see their young friend retracing his steps. Some tried to stop him, but Martin shook them off and broke into a trot. He outran every beggar he saw, stopping for nothing until he reached Tomas' stall. The elderly merchant was standing in front, wringing his hands as he looked up and down the square. His face lighted up when he saw the boy. "I thought you would never come," he said. "I have only this," Martin panted, taking the single coin from his pocket, "and I must get food for my mother and a mango for my little sister. I know what you are thinking, but if you will only help me this time, I will promise never to give the food away again." The old man laughed as Martin had never heard him laugh before. "All you think about is food, food, food." The man threw up his hands in mock desperation. "You feed every beggar in the square, and yet when I send them to look for you, not a one can find you.